Hey guys, and welcome back to Really Seriously For Real. Droughtlander is almost over, so I figured I'd share some of the episodes that hooked me into this world. Welcome to my 10 Days of Faves. Let's go. I wish I had a clever story of how I got into Outlander, but it was actually because I was intrigued by the promo picture. Yes, the picture. Would you believe it? Marketing at its finest. There was something about seeing Claire reaching out to this ominous hand, body half turned toward Jamie, with his one arm outstretched towards her. The Scottish Highlands in the background, and the words, "What if your future was the past?" scribed overhead. For me it was a win-win. A time travel show, check. A love triangle, check. A period piece, check, check. For me, it didn't get any better than that. And I kept hearing it was an amazing show. So I thought, why not? Give it a try. And the rest, as they say, is history. Now I know there will always be a long-standing debate about show versus book, with each able to captivate its respective audience. But for me, my introduction to the world of Outlander was through TV for 2 seasons and almost 30 episodes. So I would like to share the first of my fave episodes from Outlander by pointing out what made it stand out to me in the order that it aired. Just as a note, this will not be a review of the full episode. Sassenach. Catching me from the first frame, it was beautiful, stylish, whimsical. You're being drawn in by the sweeping landscape and rolling greenery of the Scottish hillsides, and the slow crawl of the camera as it panned to reveal one of our heroes. And then that opening. Now I'm a sucker for a good soundtrack. The music is hypnotic and haunting, warm and lush with flashes of the scenes yet to come. Now if you can make it through the title sequence without swooning too much, you're given a general introduction of Claire and Frank, where you instantly believed you would be rooting for them as a couple. Though through Claire's narration, you also know their relationship was a bit fragile and new despite the time between them. This honeymoon was a way to reconnect with each other, even though it was being shared by the research into Frank's family history. A little air of annoyance in Claire's continued narration. Despite that, Claire was able to share this time by stoking her newfound love of herbs, something that would be very useful later on. This episode set the stage for everything to come as you follow them both through their travels. Words like Castle Leoch, Jacobite, Laird, and the Duke of Sandringham, dying of suspicious circumstances. Little breadcrumbs that when rewatched, you giggle about how you could have missed that little detail the first time around. This episode is also when you first hear the name Jonathan Wolverton Randall. Show watchers wouldn't flinch. We would just tuck it away in our memory, sure the name would come up again. But I really wonder what book readers' reactions were to hear the name of one of the most hated men ever written. Show watchers will soon find out. When Claire disappeared into the stones, running for her life, armed only with the knowledge of the future, not yet knowing her previous tour would foreshadow fact, Claire literally comes face to face with people that were only a line in a history book, a passing thought in conversation she overheard. But now she was smack dab in it. Claire Beecham was not in Kansas anymore, and that was not her Frank.
No, madam, I'm not.
That was the other thing I loved about this episode, because you spent so much time getting to know Frank and accepting he seemed like a good man. So when you see this Captain Randall, I was almost yelling at Claire, play it cool and don't act so darn suspicious. This is a relative of Frank. I'm sure he'll help you somehow. How wrong I was. By the time you even meet Jamie, it's easy to see how he could complete the equation needed for a proper love triangle. But still, I found myself plotting, trying to figure out how she'll get herself out of this. Her true love was Frank, and she needed to get back to him, not gallivanting with this new band of brothers in the woods. Right? I guess I would soon find out how wrong I was. So, that's the first installment in my Outlander 10 Days of Faves. Join me tomorrow as we continue our countdown with my second pick. Share your thoughts on this episode. Were you a book reader, or was the show your first jaunt into Outlander? What got you hooked? What about this episode made you continue to watch? Comment down below. If you like this video and want to see more Outlander content, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell so you're always notified when I upload a new video. Until next time, guys.